Hey guys, and welcome to how I made my 3 flower arrangements. So everything that I made these with is from the pound shop. I bought 6 of the silver glass, I think they're glass, candle holders, £1 each. Now you could use any candlesticks that you liked, if they're small in size, and just build them up as big as you want. I decided to do 3, one with just one candlestick, one with 2 candlesticks stuck together, and the third one with 3 candlesticks. So this is going to be the 2 candlestick holder. I'm using a glue gun. This one's not from the pound shop, but I know that you can get them from the pound shop, and I believe a lot of people are using them and they're really good. So I just use the hot glue gun to glue around the top of the candlestick and then lined them up together and just pushed into place and made sure that they were nice and secure. After I did the 2, I decided to stick the 3 candlesticks together. I'm filming this on my phone, and unfortunately I don't have a tripod to do a overhead shot, so just because I wanted to get this uploaded because people were asking, I had to film it this way. So apologies for the quality, but until I get a new stand for my phone, this is the best I could do. So again, same as we did with the 2, just glue around the top of the candlestick and place the next candlestick on top. And the great thing with using a glue gun is that they just stick straight away. There's no need to wait until they dry. It's pretty instant. And then for the last one, I glued obviously the base of the last candle holder to the base of the 2 that I've already stuck together. And just made sure that they were nice and secure. So once all the candlesticks are stuck together, I will show you an overhead view of what they look like. So I'm super impressed already at how they've turned out. And nice and easy up to now. Only 6 candlesticks stuck together. Next, I took some of the pearl garland from, again, Poundland. And this is really good stuff. It comes on string, easy to cut with just normal scissors. And then what I decided to do was I took a little bit of white tack or blue tack. It can be anything. It could even be a marker if you wanted. And this is just to put on the top of the candle holder, so I know where the back of the candle holder is going to be. It's just so that I know where I'm going to be putting the glue when I stick the pearls on, so that it's all at the back and it can't be seen from the front. So it doesn't matter where you put it, because you'll be taking it off anyway, but it's just so that you're aware of where the back is. So all I did was I had a look to see where I wanted to put the pearls, and I decided to put them on the ridges on the candle holder. So I just placed where I wanted them and measured round the back. And I have to say, this is so much easier to do when it's flat on the table, instead of trying to hold it so you could see in the camera. But I finally managed to do it. And then once you know how long you want your piece to be, you just simply cut where you were holding. find the back where you'd placed the white tack or blue tack. It's just for a rough guide. And then I put a large dollop of hot glue. And then just push the ends of the garland into the glue. Now what I would do is recommend using the end of the scissors to push them in. I decided to use my fingers, and yes, I did burn myself just there. So just remember, obviously it is hot, and I have mine set onto its highest setting. Just wanted to make sure that it was nice and secure. And that's the first strip of pearls. So you can add as many pearls as you like, put them wherever you want. I just added 3 strands to each candlestick. So 3 on the small one, 6 on the one with 2 candlesticks, and 9 on the one with 3 candlesticks. Just measure them again, cut each time, and then just make sure that you put the glue where the back where you've marked, and you can add as many as you like. So this is what they looked like when they were finished. I didn't want to film me doing them all. Obviously I'm not going to expect anybody to sit through all that. So once all of them are done and you're happy with where you've put them, I decided to try and put some round the top of the candlestick, and then realised that when the flowers were there that they were probably not, you weren't probably going to be able to see them because the flowers would be covering them. So I quickly decided to give up on that idea. I then got these 2 Oasis balls, and I couldn't get these from Poundland, but I just walked into my local florist, took one of the candlesticks and asked if they had any Oasis in balls that would fit, and luckily enough they had some. They were only 50p each, and I knew I was going to cut them in half anyway. I couldn't find my craft knife, but I had an old kitchen knife that I decided to use. Obviously be careful when using a knife, and yeah, just cut to the desired size that you want. And then I just checked to make sure that they would fit. Then cleaned up a little bit. And then it was time to actually stick the Oasis to the top of the candlesticks. So with the glue, I just basically filled pretty much all around the edges with hot glue. And then placed onto the top, pressed down until I was happy that they were secure. Again, I've cut out the section where I do the second and third one. But once all 3 are done and you're happy with them, it's time to move on to the fun bit with the flowers. So I used some wire cutters to cut the flowers. Again, these are from the pound shop. They're in the wedding section. They have them in white and they have them in yellow. These are the white ones. I bought 6 bunches, 2 bunches for each candlestick. I wasn't too sure if I was going to use any of the greenery or how I was going to do it. So I just started to cut the flowers. I knew that they was going to have to be in shorter lengths, and I was just going to have a play around to see how I wanted them to look. I haven't been trained in floristry. I haven't ever done any kind of florist crafts. I just thought I'd give it a go and see how it would turn out. So I basically just started popping in the flowers to see where I wanted them to go. And I had some real difficulties. I couldn't get the lengths right. I couldn't decide where I wanted bits to be. So what I ended up doing was, I've shown a little bit in the video of me cutting the flowers and trying to put them in and figure out where I wanted things to be. But in the end, I decided to stop filming, and I spent a good 20-30 minutes playing around and trying to figure out where I wanted things to be. So what I did was, I've shown a bit of this where I was unsure on what I was doing, and then I edited it out, and then I then show the finished one, and then I then show how I did the flowers for that finished one, so you get to see it. But here I was just unsure of how I wanted it. I couldn't get the greenery to look right. I don't know if it was because it was too short and the flowers were too short and the greenery was too tall. I knew I wanted some green in it. I didn't want just white flowers. But it's all preference, really. It's just how you want them to be and how you want them to look. And even though I didn't use all the greenery, and I did still have a few flowers left over, I've kept it all for future projects in case I need it for something else. I suppose the most important thing is to just have fun with it and just see how things turn out. And if you don't like it, it's easy enough just to take it all out and start again, which is what I did many times. It's all trial and error. So yeah, I decided I wasn't happy with it, took everything out, played around with it, and then eventually this is what I came up with. And I was really pleased with the outcome. So this is filmed with me holding the camera and me trying to do it with one hand so I could show you what I did. So I basically cut the leaves till they were really short and just pushed them into the bottom. And made sure that they hung down slightly. And I did this until I'd gone all the way around the base of the oasis. and then started with the top and put the first rows in, and then just worked my way down and around until it was full and you couldn't see any of the oasis. And this is the finished look. I hope you enjoy.